I don't think we need to be best to clear this exam. We just need to give the exam and just get through it.
Hello, Monica. Welcome to Ecoholics Toppers Talk.
Hello, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Firstly, a very hearty congratulations for your success in cracking the RBI Grade B DEPR. It's a tough nut to crack, definitely, because after all, it's RBI, it's the central bank of the country. And it's not just any position, it's into their policy making and research department. How do you feel to, have gone from being a person in the crowd to, a person in few of the people who are very intellectual, and you're going to sit with them, you're going to talk to them on a daily basis from now on. How's that feeling?
Ma'am, the feeling is amazing. And what I believe in, what helped me was just giving the exam. A lot of time we get anxious before exam and we decide not to give exam or just give it lightly. What I thought was I'll give my 100%. Although I did not perfectly completed everything. I just
Mhm.
decided that I'll give my 100% and whatever I know, I'll try to put it in the answer somehow or I'll just try to convey myself better. And it was an experience. It was my first attempt, so I was not looking forward to crack the exam. I was just looking for the experience of giving the exam. I
Right.
was very happy when I got the opportunity to give the interview, and I told my parents that I'm giving interview, and that is more than enough for me. And if I don't get through this time, I'll get through next time. But giving interview in first attempt is really very surprising for me, and I really wished I could have given this exam 1 year back, but I did not. So I think it is all about confidence and believing in yourself. I did not last year, and that is why I did not give the exam. I should have. This year, I just decided to get through it, no matter what happens.
Absolutely. See, God is gracious only when you are, giving respect to the whole process of the examination. So, which is why you got the reward of it for trying your best. Yesterday only, I think I was talking to one of our students, and she just got afraid. If there are so limited vacancies, then how why do we even try to go for the examination? So I was convincing her the same thing, and I'm glad that you talked about it, so that once this is live, it will, definitely help all those students who are afraid of even trying to go for that path. Not believing in themselves, and get discouraged only by the number of vacancies or by the syllabus or something like that. So I'm glad that you did not worry about all of those things. Monica, when we talk about RBI Grade B, it's all about research and policy making. So, what was your backstory behind going for policy making at first, and you know trying to give the examination in pursuit of कि ठीक है, I want to go for this particular field in economics. So, what made you think about all of those things?
So, ma'am, the first thing that I thought was I like economics a lot, and I can read it again and again and find different intuitive answers. I like to do that, and I like to go inside and research how things are happening. I've done that in college in my research paper. That
Mhm.
was uh, that was done under the guidance of a professor. So I like that process, and I like the process of understanding. I wanted to go further, but in masters I did it by distance, so I did not write any research paper in masters. And
Hmm.
when I got to know about this opportunity about RBI Grade B DPR, I was very excited because it's about research. It's about you sitting and finding answers by yourself. It is really nice because a lot of time there are targets and there are things to do, and you don't get to give your own creativity into the work that you are doing. So I think in this case, I hope I get the chance to give my 100% and do what I really want to do.
Correct. So usually students think that policy making में जाना है मतलब हम दुनिया बदल देंगे हम देश को बदल देंगे and all of those type of ideas usually come while you aspire for policy making, but only later when you actually study you realize that okay, this is a framework that we need to understand and we need to make those minute changes which would make later a radical change in the future. I'm really sure that while you will step on to this new journey of yours, you will definitely find a lot of great opportunities your way so that you can enrich yourself, do the type of research that you want, and analyze the data that you want to analyze, and show your creativity in different ways. So I'm glad. On the same path, also, I would like to ask, so Monica, you seem to be a very confident person in general.
Thank
Um,
you.
and it's good because for such examinations which have three phases where everything lasts for an interview, so how did you prepare yourself for the interview? And in general, if you look confident, I don't know if you're same confident inside as well, but you seem to be a collected person. So can you tell me what all things contribute to your collectiveness and to your being composed and being confident?
Ma'am, I think we all need a mentor in life who push us and who help us. For me, that's my father, and he is always there for me. Even in phase one, I gave Indian Economic Services, and that did not go well. I was not able to complete the papers. So I was telling him that maybe I'm not prepared this year. I should give next year, and he was like, "That's all right. If you're not prepared, just go." And before exam, he tells me that I don't expect you to clear the exam. I don't expect anything from you. I just want you to learn. And that is why, because there was no expectations of clearing the exam. I think we need to be best to clear this exam. We just need to give the exam and just get through it. I don't think they're taking the best candidate. I have no background in research. I am not a PhD student. And in interview, I got nervous. That is the first time that I got nervous in this process, maybe because my father was not there with me. I was just there alone. And everyone was talking about their PhD and how things are going. And they discussed what questions were asked to them in exam, in the interview. And I was like, I don't even have answers to these questions. But just 2 minutes before, there was a man standing there, and he told me that they are PhD students, so they will be asked according to their
Experience.
proficiency. You are
Yeah.
a master student. You don't have to worry. They will ask you according to your qualification, according to what you have done, and that is exactly what happened. I went in interview. A lot of my major part, 40%, not major, 40% was on my biodata. But they literally went inside my biodata, like even the small details that I've written, the medals that I've got, or any prizes that I've got. They went inside. They asked me, "What did you do there? Why didn't you do it any other way? Why this way?" And so, and I think it is okay to be nervous, but just do it. Being confident is not about not being nervous. It is about just doing the things that is need to be done. So I
Right.
gave interview, and my interview was not a very long session. So I was also worried that maybe they did not expect me to know any answer. But it was fine. I told them I don't know the answers where I was not sure about my answers. I did not want to bluff. I did not want to beat around the bush, because that gives a very wrong signal that I'm
Hmm.
just trying to act smart. I did not want that. And
Hmm.
okay, I know the answer. I'll tell the answer. I don't know the answer. There was a question on national income, 12th standard national income. They were asking me a formula, and I was like, okay, now I'm not remembering the formula. I told them, no, I don't remember. And they just laughed, and I was like, okay, what they are thinking? They was thought he 12th भी नहीं करके आई है. I was like, okay, whatever happens, happens. I'll just. And I
Hmm.
smiled throughout the interview. I was nervous. I tried to be calm and
Hmm.
give answers. And they asked me very intuitive questions in economics, like,
Hmm.
okay, we know about how the formula works, but how do you understand it? The understanding of macroeconomics. And for that, I think Freud helped me. Freud, that book of macroeconomics, that helped me a lot. Because the understanding that Freud has provided, I don't think I had it before. So um, things go fine when you go through them, and it's okay if someone does not clear the exam. That's all
Hmm.
right because we all have our own paces, and I don't think we all are meant to do it the same way. Everyone have a different story, and that's all right.
Right. It's such an inspiring beat of yours. I think it's really, really good that you mentioned few things like, don't search for the best preparation, best thing to, study, or best way to complete your syllabus, because it's not going to happen, but your exam is going to happen. So, I mean, something that is right in front of you, devour it and take that opportunity and give your 100%. I think that's what you did. And you had a remarkable, I mean, it's a great success story to tell, really, because usually students at the very first attempt, they are afraid to how can I say it? They're afraid to mirror themselves, or to see what they are of themselves, and which is why many times they get nervous, and in that nervousness they just, it's a downfall, it's a trickle down. But knowing what you are at that stage, even if you have low experience than others, even if you have less knowledge than others, but whatever you have is 100%. I think that kind of clarity, for a person who is like a very young economist now, I think it's a great thing. So again, a very hearty congratulations to you, because you have not just succeeded in your own life, but you have also given an opportunity for other students and people who are going to pursue economics with their career opportunities. They will also look forward to cracking the examination and going for the examination, like you have said. So, really, really glad. So, Monica, concludingly, I would just like to ask you, during the mocks that we have had, what was your experience like? Any suggestions, anything that you would like to talk about for Ecoholics? Anything that we could, do better, or anything that helped you out from us? I would just like to know that.
First of all, I'm really thankful to Ecoholics before because just before my interview, I was diagnosed with typhoid. So
Hmm.
I was hospitalized, and my interviews were scheduled at that time, and I couldn't give my interview, and I had to push it. And it was really wonderful of Ecoholics to push the dates for me and make it available just before my interview because that is what I requested because I had to complete the syllabus after being treated with typhoid, and
Hmm.
after a lot of time was passed. I think 20 days. After some 20 days I started studying again. So I
Yeah.
think that is wonderful that Ecoholics takes a lot of time to look at their candidates and to understand, okay, this is what they need, and it's okay, we'll try to provide that. And I'm really thankful, and that is something that must be carried on. Also, what I like about Ecoholics is that even after interview, I contacted and I asked, okay, I don't because I was worried about my interview. I asked, okay, what are the other options in economics, and they were glad to provide me with answers, and very enthusiastically they provided me with voice note also, like if you don't understand this, we'll make it clear to you nicely. And that is something very remarkable because uh, candidates usually feel very nervous after giving exam or before the exam. They want to talk to someone, and not everyone in our family or every in our friend group understand this feeling. So I think it is remarkable of your institute to provide such a strength. In my interview, what happened was it did not went well, ma'am. I don't think you were in the panel, so I'm just letting you know it did not went well. Uh, I was asked a few questions on how will you analyze and everything, and I had no idea how. It was on research, but I had no idea how to do that. And but one thing that was pointed out to me was that you are a very confident person. Try to maintain this. If you know the answer, fine. If you don't know the answer, that is also fine. And that is what I worked on. I was like, okay, fine. I'll complete my syllabus. The phase two syllabus. I will complete it, and I'll go. I'll answer. If I don't know, I will look them in their eyes, and I'll tell them, okay, I don't know, and that's all right. So that is something. And also the feedback that I got was to work on certain contemporary topics, and that was very nice. Why? Because I was asked in interview, I was asked about wage gap, and a ma'am told me about, do you know who got the Nobel Prize this year? I was like, I know, but I haven't read her research paper. I know what she talked about, the women employment, falling rate of women employment, but I did not read her research paper thoroughly. But after that conversation, I did read it, and there it was mentioned what she had to talk about, wage gap, and I was asked in interview. So there I had something to quote. Okay, this is what I say, my suggestion, and this is what is the suggestion of a Nobel Prize winner. This is what they have to say. So yeah, it was really helpful.
I'm
And
glad. I'm glad. I'm really glad that Team Ecoholics could, could just help you out in what little ways for your preparation during the tough times. And yeah, we are just basking in the glory of your success. I mean, it's all you, your courage, your perseverance, your persistence, and your success. So, hearty congratulations to you once again. Looking forward to a great policy making research scholar who's going to go there and start her new journey. All the very best.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All the best. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.